Good morning, everyone. It's great to see you all. I apologize, I've been a little bit AWOL lately. I have just crazy stuff going on in the salon, lots of stuff going on in my personal life. I have just been too busy to be able to figure out videos, but it's been a while, so I wanted to do a get ready with me real quick. So we are going to, first, before I did anything, I scrubbed my face with our new rejuvenating scrub and also with our moisturizing cleanser. Let me know if you guys want a video on all of our new facial stuff and how to use it. Our entire line is out now and I am so excited. I am absolutely loving it. So first, before I actually do any makeup, I am going to prep with my antioxidant moisturizer. Putting on moisturizer before your, putting on moisturizer before your base will help keep your makeup on longer, especially for like events. If you're trying to keep it on all day, you always want to moisturize first. Also, I really appreciate you guys watching our videos. I know we're new and I don't post that often, but your support means a lot. Thank you very much. All right, so we're gonna let that dry for a minute. As soon as that is dry, we're gonna go in with the first base primer. We have 3 different primers. The mattifying one, obviously, is for people that wanna be super matte, no shine, like oily, combination skin, stuff like that. This is our Radiance Primer. This one is for, like, say you're having a no makeup day, you just kind of want to have the natural look. This will fill in your pores and give you still kind of a glow for the day, just kind of even out your skin and whatnot. So I wear this one a lot because half the time I don't have time to do full makeup. I'm a busy lady. So, but today we're gonna use the first base. First base is what you want to use under any, especially event makeup. It will keep your makeup on all day. You don't want a lot of this, and you want to make sure that your primer is completely dry before you start putting on your foundation. It's the biggest mistake I see people make, is that their foundation won't stick, and it is because they put it on directly over wet primer. All right, so while we let that dry, I'm gonna do my eyebrows. I like to, so that I'm not wasting time waiting for stuff to dry all the time. I prefer like a brush on brow or an eyeshadow to do my eyebrows. I am not a pencil kind of girl. Okay, so first we're gonna go in with our eyebrows. I won't make you watch this or my stupid eyebrow face on camera. I use like a medium brown. You want to go a shade or 2 lighter than your actual brows are, or they're gonna make them look black every time. Usually when I start with my brows, to make sure that I get them symmetrical, I like to start out by drawing the straight line underneath my eye on both eyes and make sure that they match up. And then from there, I'll fill in the rest of my eyebrow. It's just the easiest way that I have found to make sure that they match. Okay, so now that I have my 2 lines drawn, now I can go ahead and start filling in the rest. Now, I'm a nutball about things. I like to get them, you know, as close to perfect as I can when I first put it in, but I'm not gonna spend all day doing this because we are gonna go through with our concealer and clean it up. So, make sure to brush your brows so that they're laying in the right spot. Extra trick I like to do. Another thing I like to do, we have a clear brow and lash. I like to put on my eyebrows, put this over it, because while I'm doing everything else throughout the day, all that, it keeps my eyebrows from smudging. If I rub my eye, you know, and all the things that crazy people do during the day, it will save you from that. Plus, it also kind of lays them down, almost gives them kind of a microbladed look, but they still look natural. Okay, so Next, I like to go in with my concealer. Light, on my eyelid and around the bottom of my brow because it makes it stick out more. I like neutral on the top of my brow because it makes it blend in with the rest of my makeup better. Okay, so I have my light and my neutral. So now I'm gonna go around the bottom of my eyebrows. I like to start out by putting my line straight across, doing the same thing basically that I did when I was putting on my eyebrows, so that both sides come together in the middle and meet and everything's symmetrical. Okay, now that I have my basic shape in, I'm gonna go ahead and fill in the rest of my lid. Okay, so I have my basic shape in here. I know it looks a little scary, trust the process. All right, so from here, before I do anything else, I like to take my makeup sponge, get all this blended in really well. Now, I'm gonna set just that part. I like to do it this way because when I do my face, I like my face to be shiny, and then I like to go through and take out the parts that I don't want to shine later. But if you go through, you do your whole face, you put the setting powder over, it takes away all of your shine. So I do it this way. Guess I got a little carried away with the setting powder on that side, eh? Okay. I'm gonna let that sit and soak into my eyes for a little bit. And while I do that, we are gonna do the uppers. So, clean my brush. Now we're gonna go into the neutral color. We're just gonna draw a straight line right over the top, just to clean up any little spots that we didn't draw on very well, right? All right, so next I'm gonna do my eyes. There's really not much fallout with our eyeshadow at all, but just in case there's a little bit, I don't like to have my concealer down here because then it's really hard to get off again, right? So, just to save ourselves some steps, we do the eyes next. So, for starters, I'm gonna use paint dust today because we don't get to use it often, and I love it. If I can get it open. Okay, so I have my paint dust here, right? A little bit of this goes a long way. So I kind of shook it up, and now I have what's in the lid. I'm gonna go around up here first, get my darker color out of the way. I decided to do my makeup to match my hair today before it changes again. Let's see which one this is. Number 424. It's almost kind of a berry color. I love it. I've been using it a lot lately. It's really good for going around the back of the eyes. Okay, and I'm gonna put this all the way around also, just to give my eyes some dimension. And I'm just kind of slopping it on right now. I'm not really worried about blending. I mean, yes, we will definitely blend it, but right now I'm just trying to get it on there. Okay, now I'm gonna clean my brush to make sure that the dark doesn't take over, and I'm just gonna start blending. And I'm gonna blend all of this together. And I love to take this brush afterwards and just super blend everything together. Okay, once we have that done, we're gonna take black. Just a little bit, not enough to make it super, crazy dark or anything, but we want just a little bit on the outside corners for dimension. So I'm gonna do just a little bit on my brush, and I'm just gonna tap right here on the corner on both sides. Black will take over, it goes a long ways. You just need a little bit. Okay, same as last time, we're gonna get our big brush and we're gonna blend. See how we just kind of blended that in there, and it gives it a little bit more dimension. All right, now we're gonna go in with our concealer again. You want it to be sticky this time because we're gonna put stuff over it, so you don't want to use the setting powder over the top this time, right? And you wanna use the light again. Don't forget to switch back. Okay, so I am just gonna go right around here, crack of my eye. Get it all the way over here. Doesn't matter if it goes over the top of your black because we are gonna have to reblend that anyway, right? I'm sorry, I really struggle to do this in the camera. Okay, so now you have your concealer over there. We are going to take our flakes. These are not out yet. Stay tuned for these. They are nifty. Get my little doohickey. I'm gonna get my flakes on it. We're just gonna lay them right on top of where we just put that concealer. As you can see, the flakes do drop a little bit. This is why I didn't do the underneath makeup first. But if you'll notice from the eyeshadow, there is no fallout. And then you need to blend the flakes in to give them their shine and leave them. Otherwise, they will just stick up and come off all day. So do not skip this step. Okay, so I kind of just get out the amount that I need on my little palette or whatever I'm doing here. I usually start by mixing 1 drop of the primer in with it. If you need more, you can always add more, but if it gets too soupy, then you might as well just throw it out and start over, because adding more eyeshadow does not help. Your consistency should look like this, just like eyeliner. I don't know if you can see it in the camera, but this is 1 drop, so it doesn't take very much. Make sure that you use the first base primer. The mattifying one will work too, but again, it's gonna take away all of your shine and it won't hold it as long as the first base. All right, so we're gonna start here in the corner. Well, actually kind of in the middle. And this is really hard to do with my eye open. I'm just trying to show you. So I'm gonna start by making a straight line in the middle of both eyes. This is the easiest way that I have found to get your eyeliner to come out straight. Okay, straight line. Now we're gonna go and put on the wings from there, or however you're doing it. I like wings. So I'm gonna come here to the corner of my eye, right? And I'm gonna put a straight line. Then I'm gonna come over to the corner of this eye. Make sure that it matches. And I'm gonna put a wing on that side. Getting my wing straight is my biggest struggle. Okay. Even wings, basically. Okay, from there, you're gonna start again down here, and you're just gonna connect to the tip. To your line that you already made. Now, from that line to this line, connect them. Okay? From there, fill them in. All right, very clean, very even wings. Not super even, 1 second. Also, the really good thing about this method, if you screw up your eyeliner while it's still wet before the first base dries, take a clean brush, wipe off wherever you screwed up. Once it's dried, then you're in trouble. But if you haven't already done the rest of your makeup, it doesn't really matter. That's another reason why you do the eyes first, okay? All right, so we have our wings, everything's all filled in. I don't know if you can see how clean and sharp that is, but it goes from my straight line up to my wing that I just made, okay? Now, we're gonna do the inner corners. This is the hardest part for me to do on camera, so I'm gonna try to show you, but I may have to do it off camera. Okay, so before we connect this and this, right, we're gonna put our line down here. I really like okay. Make sure that they match. Because after we connect the dots, you'll notice if they're off. Okay, now that we have that, same as we did before, we're just gonna connect our lines, which I have to do in the mirror. I'm sorry. Okay, now we have our lines connected. I also like to take and put just a little bit. Actually, we're gonna do that later. For now, we're just gonna leave it like this. Do the rest of our stuff, and then if we want a little more shape to these, we'll add them later. I just want them just a little bit darker down here. Okay, I'm gonna leave that like that for now. Now, we're gonna do our under eye concealer. So, get our concealer brush back out. I'm going to take the neutral and put just a few little dash lines down here. I don't want to get too much. Okay. Just to clean up, just to make sure, just like we did our eyebrows, I take the concealer and I'm gonna do a straight line right next to my wing. So if there's anything that's not 100% straight, anything like that, the concealer will take care of it, okay? All right, at this point, I'm gonna blend again with my Beauty Blender. All right, then I'm going to set this part one more time before I put my foundation on. Knock some off this time. All right, let that just soak in for a little bit. While we do that, I'm gonna mix our foundation. I like to mix these two together. This one is our hydrating foundation. This is my favorite one out of all of them. I do like the oil-free, but I'm very dry, so I prefer this one. Also, the liquid illuminator. This is what gives the shine to your foundation if you're someone that likes to be shiny. I usually mix them 1-to-1, mix them however you want. There are 4 different shades of this, so I usually just mix it on the back of my hand as long as I'm doing myself and not a client. Start with the foundation. I put it's pretty much 1-to-1 when I do it. You can mix it however you want, whatever you like. I do 1 full squirt of that and then almost a squirt of the liquid illuminator, but just like maybe like 3/4 of a squirt, you know, or somewhere in there, just to where it's not overpowering. I'm gonna mix those two really, really well. Otherwise you're gonna get streaks of shine, which isn't pretty on anyone. Okay, so from there, get my mane out of the way. And I'm just gonna go through and slap it on all willy-nilly. This is a full coverage foundation. See my little spots just disappeared? If you are someone who needs even more added coverage, run through with the concealer first and then put this over it. Just make sure I got it slopped on everywhere, all willy-nilly, right? All right, and from there, I am going to take this brush. I'm just gonna smear it around where I want it to go. All right, then I'm gonna go in with my Beauty Blender. We're just gonna blend all of this together. I know this video is kind of for beginners. It kind of goes over everything. It's kind of a beginner video, also kind of an introducing our makeup line and how to use it, because I get a lot of questions about how to use it, or this didn't work or that didn't work. So kind of all in one. Anything that you guys want to know, anything I didn't cover, any questions that you have, send me a message, comment on here, let me know. I'll make another video. If you message me, we can talk one-on-one, whatever you want to do. When you do message me, it is me that answers. I don't have a crew. I don't have whatever. Like, I will be here to talk to you. So, all right. So from here, I like to use the number 4 setting powder to set my face. We do have contour kits. They're on the way. They're not here yet, so I can't use them today, but we do have them. I have a lot of new stuff coming out this summer, so stay up to date on that. All right, so I am just gonna put a very, very thin line of this. So otherwise you will turn orange. But I do like the way that it looks underneath my blush. All right, this one's very strong. So I like to tap it on with the brush that I have. Then I take a clean brush and just blend everything together, okay? From here, I'm gonna go in with my blush. I'm just gonna tap a very small amount on, just to kind of blend everything together right up here. Just kind of brightens and lifts my face up. And just keep tapping until it's blended. I'm gonna go back to my eyeliner. I actually think that I'm just gonna put a little in the corner. I don't know what to call that, but I actually am liking the eyeshadow. I don't think I'm gonna go in, or the eyeliner, I don't think I'm gonna go in with like a full underneath. I'm liking the shape of my eyes today and stuff. So we're just gonna go with that. So I'm gonna take this line, got a little bit screwed up, I see. And I am just gonna take from the corner of my eye right here and connect those two. Okay, then fill it in. After you have your shape like you want it, take the setting powder one more time, the number 1, the light one. Or whatever color matches your face. Take the big brush, and I'm just gonna go over the spots that I don't want to be shiny. So I'm gonna mat or set my jawline right there. Just take a little bit out. And just a little bit up on my forehead, okay? All right, and I really don't need a highlighting powder because I already put the illuminating powder, excuse me, in there, but we're just gonna put a little bit because I like to be shiny. I'm just gonna use my finger. I'm gonna put a little bit just right here. So I just have a little bit of shine in the corner of my eye. All right, last but not least, we're gonna do my lip. And actually, because I have such obnoxious makeup today, speaking of obnoxious makeup, I'm just gonna clean up inside the eye. Right here, I see just a little spot. You can always come in and clean your stuff up with your concealer brush. All right, once you have your shape the way that you want it, we're gonna go in and do our lip. Like I said, I think I'm just gonna do a gloss today. I like the tinted lip shine. I'm just gonna do that. So when I have glitter and eyeliner and, you know, I have really extravagant eyes, I don't like to go in with a lip liner and do a really bold lip too, because I feel like it takes away from the eyes, and I feel like I kind of start looking ridiculous more than, you know, ready for the day. So that's why I do that. Feel free to do a liner if you want. I am also not a lash girl, so I do mascara. If you are gonna wear mascara and you want it to look like lashes, biggest help I can give you is lash primer. So we're gonna go in with that first. Okay, so we are fully primed. When the primer, let the primer sit for, I don't know, 10-20 seconds, let it get about halfway dry. Then put on your mascara. It will make your mascara go on so much smoother and less clumpy, and it will stay on. All right, mascara time. All right, now I'm gonna do my hair quick, and then we will be ready for work. All right, guys, so I am ready for work. I kind of went with the messy girl hair today to go with my crazy makeup. I hope you liked our video. Please don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. Also, ask me questions, guys. I'm here to answer. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.